Danny Acosta for Fight Magazine here with manager Ed Soares to Junior Dos Santos and Anderson Silva. First with Junior Dos Santos, you guys have always had the feeling that he was destined to be the champion coming into the UFC. Now with one fight away, what's changed in Junior Dos Santos' mental game and also in his training?
I don't think anything has changed. I think he's doing what he's always doing. He's just getting better. He's training really hard. He just eats, sleeps, and trains. That's all he does.
What initially did you guys recognize in him that made you think that he would be a champion in the UFC?
Well, his hands and his athleticism. He's a very athletic guy. He hasn't been training MMA for very long. He hasn't been training martial arts for more than 5-6 years. 5 years, I think it is. And so he's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Being that he's a young fighter, what has the guidance from Anderson Silva and Minotauro Nogueira meant to Junior?
Well, I think that they've kind of laid down a little bit of a foundation, and he's been able to be next to these guys as they've been through the different challenges that they have during their career. So hopefully, Anderson and Nogueira and among some of our other guys will serve as an example to him, and he could just try to not make mistakes that some of them have made.
What about Roy Nelson's game do you think is going to present problems to Junior, and how is he going to get past that?
I think Roy Nelson is a tough guy. I mean, he's look what he's been doing. He was the IFL champ. He's definitely no joke, and this is definitely a big challenge, and we look forward to the challenge, you know what I mean? I believe in Junior Dos Santos, but to be honest with you, being a little chubby, I always root for the chubby guy. This is the first time I'm not rooting for Roy Nelson.
And who would you rather see across from the octagon as champion against Junior Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez or Brock Lesnar?
You know what, man? May the best man win. I think Cain is an outstanding fighter, and he's a hell of a person. And Brock Lesnar is truly showing everybody what type of fighter he is. He showed a heart of a champion in his last fight. So I think either one would be great, man.
Moving on to Anderson Silva, because Chael Sonnen's talked so much trash, is he more eager to get into the cage than he usually is?
I don't know if he's more eager. I think he wants to go in there and just do his job.
Has he really been affected at all by Chael's trash talk, or has it been business as usual?
It's business as usual. He hasn't. It's almost, I think, Chael has crossed so many lines that it almost becomes a little bit funny, almost a little crazy. Like it's almost unbelievable. I can't believe some of the stuff he's saying. It's almost like. But, no, it hasn't really affected him too much. He's just been really focused on his training. He's taken a very good, he had a really good training camp, and he's focused to go out there and, step out of the octagon the same way he walked in one piece and with the belt around his waist.
As the middleman in this scenario, has it made you a little crazy? Are you eager for it to be over as well?
I'd like it to get over. This weekend's a big weekend for us. So we've got a guy who's wins this fight, and we've got a guy making his 7th consecutive title defense. So it's always a big weekend. I always, I got butterflies like in any other week. It is what it is. I spend so much time with these guys. I care about these guys. They're like my brothers or my sons or my family. You know what I mean? So, anytime someone you love goes in there and puts their ass on the line like they do every time every athlete goes into the octagon, it always makes you a little nerve-wracking. I believe in my guys 100%. I think they've got everything to win these fights. But, in this game, the only guarantee is there is no guarantees.
Is Anderson set on staying at middleweight? Something put out there that he wasn't so interested in going up to 205 pounds anymore, or is that still an option?
You know what? Right now we're just focused on Chael Sonnen for Saturday night, and we'll take each step at a time.
Any last words on Junior Dos Santos or Anderson Silva?
Man, make sure you watch the fight.
Ed Soares.
Thank you.